this episode all together. When you really think about it, when you have your gamer instincts activated, you know, deep down inside of your heart, this was a fucking fetch quest. We've all been stooped, people. It's a freaking fetch quest. Side quest, whatever the hell you want to call it, that's what it was. Because at the end of the day, all you really want to do was make some freaking clothes for your freaking adorable new partner in your party. But you have to go through all that just to make some clothes as a fucking fetch quest. And we all know about those. Because dear God, we've been playing some MMOs, some RPGs in our past. Recently, I've been playing many new ones as of late, besides Monster Hunter World, and of course, not Fallout 4, and I still play Skyrim here and there when I want to change up new classes. But nonetheless, it's a fucking fetch quest. You know, when you're just trying to make some Nuka-Cola pie, you got a lot of Nuka-Cola and a bunch of other ingredients, or you're trying to make some very special kind of jet or chems, or a weapon, that's exactly what it is, you know? You're trying to get this, you're trying to get into New Vegas, but you gotta go through all these people, just get inside of a fucking place. Or you want a special armor. That's what it's reminding me of. If it wasn't for a freaking bird, I would be pissed. Because despite it's the thrill of going on a fetch quest, but you're just trying to get this one goal, but you have to do this other stuff. Because when you do one fetch quest, you gotta do 16 more. And that's exactly what happened here. You know? First, you try to get some clothes. The woman didn't have any clothes. The man didn't have any clothes, so you had to go through the woman, do a special. But however, she didn't have it, so she had to get some magical thread. But the witch didn't have any magical thread. She had to go out of town. Out of town, you had to help a man to quickly go to his village to give medicine to his sick mother. Then he learned the beauties of medicine, going around trading, earning up his skills, being a merchant. And then finally, he even helped out another shady passenger who was being haunted by bandits. Stopped the bandits, took their stuff, then heard rumors on where he can find the crystals for the magical thread. Then he brought the witch woman along, and then they had to go fight a fucking new and gain a skill, went back. Philo had to put the thread with her mana, and finally the dress was made. All that to make a dress. But then again, it had to be a special dress. A dress where Philo can change in and out of every time she transforms, where it will expand along with her. Because normal clothes just won't do for that kind of creature, because it's very big when it comes to her transformation. And I gotta say, whether she's in her monster form or she's in a human form, she is just adorable. My God, she is freaking adorable. You just can't say no to that face, you know? If she asks you for a candy, you want to take her to the candy store and just buy the whole freaking store for her. That's how adorable she is. And my God, I could really use some wholesome sweetness right now of all this other crap that's going on in my life and what's going on within the freaking American anime industry. I say this as a blessing in disguise. So thank you, Philo, for making my day a little bit lighter than it already was. Thank you. Now, that being said, Nafumi, Philo is like the little daughter. Even though Nafumi said he sees her as a pet or a slave. But he says Reptilia is more of a daughter, and Reptilia, of course, gets freaking jealous. You know, Reptilia gets jealous, you know. You don't get many raccoon demi-humans at all in anime. It's always cat girls. It's always bunny girls or dog girls or something. We barely get any raccoon girls. So that's something very special. You know, we don't get many raccoon girls, and this is a rarity, a giant rarity. So with her being the rarity, you expect her to get more affection, but no. In a day, the little chickies get it too. The little chickies, even though when she transforms, she looks like an angel. When she's a human, she looks more like an angel. But when she transforms to a giant bird, she looks like a chocobo. A very puff, big, fluffy, very fluffy chocobo. A chocobo that you don't mind laying down and just, that's your bed. That's your bed. Why would you sleep on anything else but all that fluff? That's just a lot of fluff. Fluffy feathers. Of course, you wake up, feathers all over you, but hell, it's worth it. I bet it feels wonderful. You know, when she molds, collect the feathers, make some pillows. Nafumi now is our merchant after all, so he could use her to her most top potential, really, with not just traveling and power and lifting, but also with her feathers. I bet her feathers, for being a rare beast, could cost a fortune when it comes to pillow making or clothes making or even accessories, if you like to. I've seen some people using feathers for accessories and necklaces and earrings and even head ornaments and stuff like that. There's a lot of money to be made when she molds her feathers. So we'll see if Naofumi would use that to her advantage. Now, speaking of Naofumi, and of course we know he's a guy who likes to act distant. He is a good guy, but he will act very, cold. He'll help you out, but he'll pretend he's only doing it for the sake of, you gotta pay up. You gotta give him something in return. You don't want people completely walking over him. He still is distant, which is okay. So when he helps out the woman, he'll help you out, paying 1 silver coin. He'll help out the bandits, but in return, he'll spare their lives by them giving him something, of course. So he doesn't do anything with the goodness of his own heart, which he kind of does, but he won't do it unless he gives something in return. People should just give things for free all the time, which is completely agreeable right there. Now, that being said, him going into the dungeon, well, where the hell they were going into to get the crystal, it was a very interesting one. I believe in the manga it was probably longer. They probably have a better explanation of the place they went into to get the crystal. But it seemed like it was a tunnel of doubtfulness. You'll start hearing things from negative things from people last things you want to hear from them. Whether it was Philo for saying Naofumi saying how he doesn't have any use for her, she doesn't listen, or how Philo wants to eat Naofumi, or how Reptilia is saying how she would like to kill him when she gets the chance. All these things they would never really say to each other. They have complete trust and love for each other. So, impossible. With that being said, though, it felt like it was just rushed over. It was skimmed over. They ain't really down on it. Usually in these kind of shows, when they have that kind of thing going on, it really becomes the main focal point of a show. But instead, it felt like it was rushed. It was irrelevant. There was no need for it because there's no one really falling for anything like that. It was just a thing that just happened, and that was it. So I feel like it was probably more expanded on within the light novels or manga. So that being said, they fight new. The things I don't like about these isekai ones is where they sometimes make the main character a little bit too skillful. For instance, when he's being attacked by the bandits, and there's one guy where he didn't hurt a class off, looked like he'd be a tough opponent, but got easily beaten by Reptilia by going into camouflage mode with the giant bird doing her attack. So they were easy defeated. If you ask me, I was looking forward to this interesting battle, but instead it was just an easy win. So I was kind of disappointed in that. Then I'm not going to say that when they're fighting the new creature that it was any easy, but with that being said, it felt too plot convenience, where now Fumi got that skill, and then now he can use it to attack. And yet again, that is how RPGs work sometimes. So I can't fully complain there. It's just that these kind of things happen a little bit too much in Isekai, where the main character, even though he himself struggles, at least someone around him seems a little bit too overpowered to the point where you don't really get to see a very struggling fight. But then again, there's not really much about a focal point of a boss, but more of the pain in the ass of side quests. That's what it really is, though. But that's just the thing I just want to get off my chest there. I feel like, I hope not all the fights they go through will be too easy for them, Like they have to use their brains a little bit more. Yes, they had to use their brains here because the creature could sense them through hearing, because it had a snake and, of course, a lion. So smell and hearing was very sensitive, so using a very high sound wave to destroy it made a lot of sense, to knock it off balance. So yes, at least they did use strategy there, but still, just hoping things a little bit more harder down the road, hopefully. Now, that being said, let's talk about the other heroes, because he's been hearing rumors about the other heroes. Well, first of all, the douchebag spear hero, the Tool, been saving a village, and thanks to the Thought Princess. Sword Guy's been fighting a legendary dragon and fighting strong monsters all over wherever he goes. But however, the mysterious one is the bow hero. There's a lot of things going on around where he's going through a dungeon, or he's fighting a creature, or he's sided with another kingdom, but nothing is credible. So we don't know exactly what he's going through right now or what he's up to. So that's very interesting what the bow hero is up to right now. That's very curious too. So hopefully we get to see more perspective on the other heroes as well, because I am quite interested in seeing what they have been up to and what they're doing as well. We'll probably get that down the line later on. Hopefully we will, because I don't care much for a Spear guy. I believe he can be a nice guy, but he's just being easily manipulated by women because that's his weak point. And the other two are just off doing their thing, just getting stronger or doing whatever. But I like to see more about them as well. Hopefully, it'll put more light onto the plot and see what's happening here. Well, yeah, that was Shield Hero. Very good, very excellent, very nice. Enjoy it. I know yesterday I made a video, or was it the day before yesterday? I made a video about how the directors and producers are saying how they'll continue making content like Shield Hero. So if you want to support Shield Hero, buy the manga, buy the light novels. I don't want to say read on Crunchyroll, but that's all it. Buy merchandise. That's all you get. Because what really matters down to it is merchandise. Buy that merch, baby. And there you can save Shield Hero. And it'll probably continue for another season. Who knows? Anyways, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified. Madcrownxox, signing out.